Thokozani, hello everyone, and welcome to the one-on-one sessions with Gogo Musare, and I'm your host Gogo M, giving you tips on everything spirituality. Okay. Oh, and for those of you who wish to contact me, my number is 0655051216. It's for consultation booking only. Questions, dream translations, and clarity here and there. Please leave it on the YouTube comment section, and as soon as I get the chance, I'll be more than happy to guide and interpret your dreams. And yeah, okay. Anyways, today we're gonna be talking about 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. Okay, so some people call it the witching hour, some people call it the devil's hour, other people call it the spiritual hours and times. I call it the fighting hours. Okay, I'm gonna explain why I call it that in this whole video. Okay, so here's the thing about 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. especially the time between 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Those are very powerful spiritual times, but the most powerful ones are 12 and 3 a.m. Okay, so what happens at 12 to 3 a.m. is that is the period whereby there's high spiritual activities and also high spiritual vibration. Okay, so when you are finding yourself waking up at those times, there is a reason for that. You do not just wake up at those times for no reason. Only a person who is facing certain things, maybe you're getting demon attacks, maybe you're getting bewitched, or maybe your ancestors are connecting with you, or there's clarity in something. There's something you need clarity in. Those are the times where you'll find yourself waking up most of the times, and those are very, very important times. I call them the fighting hours because what I do is I use those times to talk to my ancestors and fight whatever is coming my way. But let's talk about 12 a.m. first, né? So, like I said, it's a fighting hour. So the first thing I noted down was that 12 is the time, 12 a.m. is the time to fight spiritually through prayer. Okay, specifically through prayer. That is the time whereby you're going to be fighting whatever is coming your way. Whatever storm is going to be sent to you, you are fighting whatever is being sent to you, whether you know about it or not. That is the best time to actually pray. Né? And secondly, it is a time to seek direction on everything that you are doing, and also is a good time to actually get strength. Seek for strength. Ask for strength. Strengthen your spiritual self, strengthen your spiritual ability, strengthen your spiritual self in many ways that you have never done before. It is a time whereby you are advised to actually try and connect with your angels. Actually, it's one of the times more connecting with your angels is very, very easy. So it's very important for you to take that time to actually connect with your ancestors, talk to your ancestors, pray, talk to God and all those things. But one thing I'm gonna note down, it's very important, you do not partner at 12 a.m. Specifically, you pray or you meditate. The main thing is to actually connect with your angels at this time. And when you do that, I find that whenever you start praying at 12, I know that a lot of people don't do it, but people actually take the time to say, you know what, every time at 12 I'm gonna pray. And maybe they use candles, or even if they don't use candles, but I prefer using candles, né? But whenever they take that time to actually pray, they end up seeing a lot of changes in their lives. A lot of things are being revealed to them. Spiritual fights which they were not aware of, they are being shown to them. Their enemies are being shown to them. How to protect themselves, those things are being shown to you at those specific times. And also another thing I love most about it is that it's the perfect time to connect with your prophetic spirit. Yes, you can connect with your prophetic spirit any single time of the day, but this is a time whereby the prophetic spirit is more active. The spirits are more active. You can do that even better than when you do it in any other time of the day. So I'd very much advise that 12 a.m. At midnight, and also 12 p.m. as well is a good time to pray. It's just that 12 a.m. is the strongest, the spiritual phenomenon around it's at its peak, it's at its most strongest. Okay, so it's very important. So what you need to do at this time, pray. That's the first thing. You need to pray as much as you can. That's if you pray. Okay, Number 2, manifest. anything that you desire. Ne? Yes, you're not going to get everything that you're going to manifest. You're not going to get everything that you're going to pray for. You're going to get what you need, but it's a good time to start manifesting the things that you want out of life, the things that you want out of this world, the things that you feel like you deserve. You start manifesting them. Manifesting things at this time is very important. It's very powerful. You meditate, okay? Meditating is number 3. You meditate at that time, and trust me, I did this once, only once, and I swear, like, I could feel the energy, the spiritual energy surrounding me in that time while I was meditating. I don't really like meditating that much these days, but actually that day I did it like at 12 a.m. and it was simply amazing. Like, I could feel the connection. So it's very, very important. It's much advised. I'd advise you to actually meditate around that time in order to actually manifest things and connect with your ancestors simultaneously and all those things. So yeah, meditate. Ne? Number 3, fight. Get in your war room and fight whatever demons are being sent to you. Okay, that is the time, Molo, you are connecting, you are calling your ancestors, you are getting backup from your angels. Okay, or whatever is being sent to me, whatever is being thrown at me, be it spiritual, be it things of this world or things from out of this world, I am gonna fight them at this time with the spirits, with my angels, with God, with my ancestors. So in that time, fight. Okay, fight battles you don't even know that you're fighting. Just a simple prayer whereby you're asking for protection, you're asking for guidance, you're asking for clarity, you're asking that you see your enemies and know how to stop them and know how to protect yourself from them, or you just pray that whatever they're throwing at you doesn't have strength over you. That goes a long way. Okay, so fight your battles at that time. Okay, and number 3, connect with the spirit, prophetic spirit. I talked about that. Well, this one is usually related to people with prophetic gifts. Yes, we have a lot of ways whereby we actually strengthen our prophetic gift. We connect with our prophetic spirits. It could be going to the rivers, going to the mountains, praying, paddling. But 12 a.m. prayer, it's simply amazing. Okay, it's simply amazing. Okay, so that's it about the 12 a.m. prayer. Now we're gonna go to the 3 a.m. prayer. Not the 3 a.m. time. Okay, 3 a.m. time, not 3 a.m. prayer. Okay, now 3 a.m. is a very hectic time. It is completely hectic. Okay, in this time, like, this is a very powerful time. I don't even know how to put this, but mostly in this time, paranormal activities, phenomena, they are more active at this specific time. Okay, they are more active at this specific time. This is a time whereby spirits and demons are more active. You find people having visions more, like find people having dreams more. You find people hearing whispers more. You find people having their ancestors connect with them more at 3 a.m. Okay, but also you also find people having sleep paralysis, having demon attacks, having seeing things that are not to be seen. Okay, so this is a very powerful time. What happens at this time is that how do I put this? The barrier between the physical realm and the spiritual realm becomes thin. Okay, and when it becomes thin, it's easy for spirits and demons and whatever entities that are in the spiritual realm to cross over to the physical realm. Hence, there are some people who can actually say, or I've seen a ghost, I've seen demons, I've seen this and this and that. Things that you'd actually think, nah, I'm too harafa, guys. Normal. Anyways, but it's true. That's just how it is. 3 a.m. is a time whereby things cross over. Our ancestors can cross over at that time, whereby, like I said, you have visions more, you have dreams more. You actually, for people who actually hear whispers in their ears from their ancestors as a form of messages, those whispers, they become more like the whistles, the whisper, they become more audible at that time, because that is where the spiritual realm is more active. Okay, and also for people who actually experience this astral projecting thing, not everyone does that, but for those of you who astral project, you find that around 3 a.m. is the time molore, the whole astral projection thing, orgasmal. Because, like I said, the barrier between the spiritual and the physical realm is very, very thin at that time. So you find yourself crossing over to the spiritual realm, which is a bit risky. But for people who are in a cleansed environment, a good environment, you find that, okay, they actually do it and it actually yields some good results. They can actually talk to their ancestors. They can actually talk to their angels. They can actually see certain things, the spiritual realm, that can actually help them in the physical realm. So astral projecting is very good on its own, but it requires a very clean space, ne? And like I said, or you find you also get demon attacks, ne? The best way to actually avoid that is by making sure that your area is cleansed. I cannot stress this even more, because that is where more Lord you are going to like stop them from being able to cross over to your side. But understand that 3 a.m. it's a very, very, very powerful time. Okay, yeah, it's a very powerful time. What else did I point out here that I'm forgetting? Okay, nothing. So what people who wake up around this, why do people wake up around this time? Okay, there are certain people who wake up around this time, and I'll be like consulting a person and tell them, when are you wake up at 3 a.m., don't you? Because, okay, I'll be shown that. But here are the reasons why you are waking up at those specific times, ne? Where you are, it is not cleansed. That is the first thing. Ne? That is the first possibility, where your eye is not cleansed. So many negative entities are coming to attack you. Ne? So what happens is that for some people, they wake up at that time as a way to actually try and protect themselves. Like, it's sort of like a spiritual, like the last, like, the, you know what, that thing you did automatically involuntarily at those specific times. But what is there for is to actually protect you. That's the first thing, ne? When by your area it's not well and you're getting demon attacks and negative entities are entering your area as they wish, ne? Secondly, your ancestors are trying to connect you. They're trying to give you messages. Okay, so it's very, very important. When you wake up at 3 a.m., understand, okay, if my yard is cleansed, then there's a specific message I need to get. Okay, and your main objective at this point is to actually try and find that message, trying to figure out what that message is and how it is you need to do certain things for your ancestors the way that they want them. Okay, number 3, you need to start manifesting. Okay, you wake up at 3 a.m. because your subconscious knows that you need to manifest something. It could be something that's busy going on in your mind, or maybe something you don't really think about much, but your ancestors, your spiritual guides, God, the ancestors, they all feel like you need to manifest this thing as much as you can. Okay, you need to manifest this and get all the help from the spiritual realm and the physical realm, from whichever realm there is. You need to start manifesting. And number 4, you are becoming enlightened. Okay, I find that a lot of people actually find out they have gifts. The one of the main things that occur to them is that they wake up at this time. Okay, so this is the time of enlightenment. Okay, this is when you find yourself being more curious about your history, be more curious about the spiritual things, and you find yourself waking up at those times because 3 a.m. holds a very high, like, it's very significant for the spiritual path. It's very significant for the spiritual awakening journey, ne? So you find yourself waking up at that time specifically because you are being enlightened. You are actually outgrowing the person that you are, the physical self, and you are morphing more into the spiritual self that you need to be. Okay, so what do you need to do at this time, ne? First of all, you need to partner. You need to talk to your ancestors. Okay, and when you talk to your ancestors, first things first, you cast away negative spirits, because understand that at this time, like there are so many spirits that are crossing over, ne? So the minute you decide, okay, I'm going to talk to my ancestors and I'm going to be specific, I'm calling the good spirits, you are closing the door for all the negative entities, all the negative spirits. You are closing the door for them, and you are actually preventing them from crossing over to your side, ne? That's the first thing. Number 2, you're calling the good spirits. So be specific on this one. Call upon the good spirits in order to yield good results. Okay, do not say, I'm calling every single spirit that's out there, I want to see y'all. Hey, you'll see things, bro. And number 3, you're allowing them to give you messages. Remember, I told you the reason why you're waking up at 3 a.m. is because there's a message. Okay, so when you partner at that time, others prefer, would pray, but I personally prefer to partner, but praying is also cool too. But when you actually take that time to pray your partner, what you're doing is that you are allowing them to give you the message. You are letting them know that, you know what, I am accepting of this enlightenment journey. I'm accepting of whatever it is that you have to give me, whatever it is that you want to tell me, and I am ready. I am willing to hear it all. So please come and tell me whatever it is that you want to tell me. And you're allowing them to give you messages, ne? And one thing I forgot to tell you, ne? In that time, like 3 a.m., you are able to channel your power. Okay, so this is actually pretty cool. You are able to channel your power. The more you wake up at that time and talk to your ancestors and talk to your guides and talk to God, you are strengthening your power. Okay, you are strengthening your power at that time. And another thing, you are connecting with your ancestors and angels best at those specific times. I prefer 3 a.m. I feel like 3 a.m. is very powerful, especially for Pasal Timbaka. And in terms of 12 a.m., that is actually a good time to pray. I feel the prophetic spirit becomes more active and you can just feel it in the ass. Okay, and one of the major things, like, you're trying to avoid negative entities from crossing over. Understand, there are so many things in the spiritual realm that we are facing, that you are facing and unaware of. I'm gonna make a video about different types of spirits, different demons, and all those things, and what you have to know and how you need to identify those kind of things. I'm gonna do that one very soon because it's very important. But all in all, 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. are very, very important times. Try your best not to skip them. We know what, like, okay, you find out that you can't even wake up. It's 3 a.m. your alarm is ringing and you just want to sleep. I get that. It happens to me a lot. But when you do get the time, wake up at 12 and pray. Wake up at 3 a.m. and partner. And from there onwards, you'll be guided on how to actually further on do that. Maybe you'll be guided on using candles. You'll be guided on using water, this or that. It's whatever it is, it depends on your ancestors. Like I said, no two ancestors are the same. But all in all, it is very important to use those times to your advantage and use those times to protect yourself from whatever is coming your way, whether you see it coming or not. Okay. Oh, and also manifest. Anyways, that is it about the 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. times. I hope you guys understood what I'm talking about, and I hope my explanations were clear and straight to the point, and I hope it was very useful. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Thokozani, Bye bye. Christ for me.